To get regular updates, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon. Hello friends, this is Manohar Veera from ExamBin. In this session on General Awareness series, we are going to see about the right to privacy judgment of Supreme Court. A 9-judge bench of the Supreme Court declared privacy to be a fundamental right in a landmark judgment by the end of August this year. The Supreme Court bench, headed by Chief Justice JS Khehar, had gone for a marathon hearing during which senior counsels advanced arguments in favor and against the deeming right to privacy a fundamental right. Here we are going to look at the what is privacy and how it is protected under Indian laws. So what is privacy? How it is defined? A precise legal definition of privacy doesn't exist. Some legal experts define privacy as a human right, and international charters, like the Article 12 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, protect persons against arbitrary interference with one's privacy. Privacy can mean a range of things: the right to be left alone, freedom to dissent, or protection from state surveillance. So here comes the other question. Is privacy an Indian citizen's right? Yes. The Supreme Court's landmark judgment clearly declares privacy a guaranteed fundamental right. It is noteworthy that the Indian Constitution doesn't identify the right to privacy as a fundamental right of citizens originally. The said right is a corollary of Articles 19 and 21, which deal with the rights to life and liberty. Several cases in the past have upheld it as a fundamental right, while others haven't. So how is privacy protected in India? Courts in India have interpreted that the Constitution guarantees a limited right to privacy primarily through Article 21, the right to life and liberty. Such court rulings protect citizens' rights in a range of matters, from freedom of movement to interception of communication. Why this privacy matter arises? The public debate about right to privacy arose after the government started collecting biometric data of citizens for Aadhar. The government is pushing for Aadhar for everything, saying it is necessary to plug leakages in subsidy schemes and to ensure benefits reach the right people at right time. But critics say the move violates privacy. This is vulnerable to data breaches and potentially helps government to spy on people of the country. Whether rulers can get access to everything? Many critics arguing that Aadhar has immense potential for profiling and surveillance. The government can potentially spy on you because every instance of using Aadhar card for authentication or for financial transactions leaves behind logs in the databases of Unique Identification Authority of India, the organization that oversees implementation of the identity card. Critics have warned that Aadhar will grant the state an electronic leash on citizens and grant the government sweeping power to access citizens' data. When and how did the case on privacy started? The case came up while the Supreme Court was hearing on whether Aadhar card can be made mandatory by the government. One argument by petitioners against mandatory Aadhar was that it breached the rights to privacy and made personal data vulnerable. The center argued maintained privacy wasn't a fundamental right. Attorney General Mukul Rohatti even said citizens do not have an absolute right on their bodies. How did the petitioners defend the right to privacy? Activist Ansela says India has a population of 1.34 billion. If they lose their basic right to privacy, it will be a huge setback for the world. Petitioner Shyam Diwan argued that invasions of bodily integrity can only be allowed under a totalitarian regime. He added that, in the absence of right to privacy in the digital age, any statute can be passed and citizens left helpless. How safe is Aadhar data? Considering there have been several times when websites including government portals have leaked personal details of lakhs of Aadhar holders due to programming errors and other reasons, Aadhar does pose a risk to privacy if handled carelessly. Even cricketer Mahendra Singh Dhoni's personal information was leaked by a government-sanctioned Aadhar enrollment agency in Ranchi in May this year. Analysts say that government decision to handing over the Aadhar enrollment process to private agencies for a license fee was wrong, and the setup to secure private details was weak and prone to data mining and hacking. Private companies enroll new users on behalf of UIDAI and authenticate enrolled users when they access an Aadhar-enabled service. Now, after hearing all the arguments, the Supreme Court has ruled that privacy is a fundamental right. The verdict on a reference by a 5-judge bench, which is going to consider the validity of Aadhar, may play a decisive role on the fate of the scheme. Okay, with this we have come to the end of this session. Hope you have got the brief details on the judgment and the story behind right to privacy case and the judgment by the Supreme Court. We will see in yet another video from Exam Ben's General Awareness series. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this and share with your friends. Thank you. Goodbye.